Mother's back for another 10-minute scripture reading. I am right above my ice maker, so if you hear that in the background, I do apologize for that additional noise. It's a bit disruptive, but I'm gonna speak loudly so you can hear me. Um, Sorry, I just wanted to make sure I was covering what I needed to be covered. All right, so we're picking up from Numbers, the book of Numbers, chapter 2, verse 22. We left off at verse 21 last scripture reading. We're going to pick up at verse 22. Okay? The tribe of Benjamin will be next. The leader of the people of Benjamin is Abidan, son of Gideoni. His division numbers were 35,400. All the men assigned to the camp of Ephraim, according to their divisions, number 108,100. They will set out third. On the north will be the division of the camp of Dan under their standard. The leader of the people of Dan is Ahiezer, son of Ammishaddai. His division numbers 62,700. The tribe of Asher will camp next to them. The leader of the people of Asher is Pagiel, son of Akron. His division numbers 41,500. The tribe of Naphtali will be next. The leader of the people of Naphtali is Ahira, son of Enan. His division numbers 53,400. All the men assigned to the camp of Dan number 157,600. They will set out last under their standards. These are the Israelites counted according to their families. All the men in the camps by their divisions number 603,550. The Levites, however, were not counted along with the Israelites as the Lord commanded Moses. So the Israelites did everything the Lord commanded Moses. That is the way they encamped under their standards, and that is the way they set out, each of them with their clan and family. The Levites. This is the account of the family of Aaron and Moses at the time of the Lord. The Lord spoke to Moses at Mount Sinai. The name of the sons of Aaron were Nadab and the firstborn, and Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar. Those were the names of Aaron's sons, the anointed priests, who were ordained to serve as priests. Nadab and Abihu, however, died before the Lord when they made an offering with unauthorized fire before him in the desert of Sinai. They had no sons, so Eleazar and Ithamar served as priests during the lifetime of their father Aaron. I just want to take a moment to address the Lord's mercy, because playing with fire is legitimately something that the Lord knows is not a game and not something man should develop or do. Because look at the world we're in now. We have bombs that we're fighting man over man, and women and children are dying over. We have weapons that emit a fire that is so uncontrollable that it can consume entire nations within seconds, all created by man. So I believe the fact that that's readdressed in the book of Numbers. His sons died in, what was that, Leviticus or Exodus? In a previous book. I wish I was that on it when it came to just referencing the stories. But when the Lord took Aaron's sons and they were to be ordained as priests, it was a very clear message of don't play with fire, because it is dangerous and you cannot control it. You don't have a avatar like water power where you can just spew water on it and it just extinguishes. Like, I love that about the Lord. When you read from page to page, when you read scripture and allow the Lord's words to carry over more than your own words, it snaps in the head just like that. Anyway, the Lord said to Moses, "Bring the tribe of Levi and present them to Aaron, the priest, to assist him. They are to perform duties for him and for the whole community at the tent of meeting by doing the work of the tabernacle. They are to take care of all the furnishings of the tent of meeting, fulfilling the obligations of the Israelites by doing the work of the tabernacle. Give the Levites to Aaron and his sons. They are the Israelites who are to be given wholly to him. Appoint Aaron and his sons to serve as priests. Anyone else who approaches the sanctuary is to be put to death." The Lord also said to Moses, "I have taken the Levites from among the Israelites in place of the first male offspring of every Israelite woman. The Levites are mine, for all the firstborn are mine. When I struck down all the firstborn in Egypt, I set apart for myself every firstborn in Israel. Whether human or animal, they are to be mine. I am the Lord. The Lord said to Moses in the desert of Sinai, count the Levites by their families and clans. Count every male a month old or more. So Moses counted them, as he was commanded by the word of the Lord. These were the names of the sons of Levi: Gershon, Kohath, and Merari. These were the names of the Gershonite clans: Libni and Shimei. The Kohathite clans: Amram, Izhar, Hebron, and Uziel. The Merarite clans: Mali and Mushi. Sorry, I like to move my hands because sound and movement help me read along. I struggled reading. I taught myself how to read. I take that back. God taught me how to read. It was a very magical and so surreal experience that only I knew God could do. So like I often may move my hands to keep a beat so I can try to sound melodic when I'm reading, because I will sound very choppy if it were up to me. I have to read aloud to retain the information and understand what I'm reading. So if you see me moving, that is why. It's because I literally am trying to catch the words. How we're taught to read in America is not naturally how our body digests information, through sound and vibration. So I have to do it the Lord's way, and it works. So here we are. Anyway, I'm sorry about that. These were the Levite clans according to their families. To Gershon belonged the clans of the Libnites and Shimeites. These were the Gershonite clans. The number of all males a month old or more who counted was 7,500. The Gershonite clans were to camp on the west behind the tabernacle. The leader of the families of the Gershonites was Eliasaph, son of Lael, at the tent of meeting. The Gershonites were responsible for the care of the tabernacle and tent, its coverings, the curtain at the entrance to the tent of meeting, the curtains of the courtyard, the curtains at the entrance to the courtyard surrounding the tabernacle and altar, and the ropes, and everything related to their use. To Kohath belonged the clans of the Amoramites, the Izharites, the Hebronites, and the Uzalites. These were the Kohathite clans. The number of all the males a month old or more was 8,600. The Kohathites were responsible for the care of the sanctuary. The Kohathite clans were to camp on the south side of the tabernacle. The leader of the families of the Kohathite clans was Elizaphan, son of Uziel. They were responsible for the care of the ark, the table, the lampstand, the altars, the articles of the sanctuary used in ministry, the curtain, and everything related to their use. The chief leader of the Levites was Eleazar, son of Aaron the priest. He was appointed over those who were responsible for the care of the sanctuary. To Merari belonged the clans of the Malites and the Mushites. These were the Merarite clans. The number of all the males a month old or more who were counted was 6,200. The leader of the families of the Merarite clans was Zuriel, son of Abihail. They were to camp on the north side of the tabernacle. The Merarites were appointed to take care of the frames of the tabernacle, its crossbar posts, bases, all its equipment, and everything related to their related to their use, as well as the posts of the surrounding courtyard with their bases, tents, pegs, and ropes. I wonder if it's broken. That's so weird. Anyway, one more verse and then we'll close. Moses and Aaron and his sons were to camp to the east of the tabernacle toward the sunrise, in front of the tent of meeting. They were responsible for the care of the sanctuary on behalf of the Israelites. Anyone else who approached the sanctuary was to be put to death. All right, so we read from chapter 2, verse 22 to chapter 3, verse 38. So I'll put that as a header. I want you guys to really digest this word, let it soak, listen to it, enjoy it, follow along, and grace be with you. I love you. Peace be with all. And God bless you. Bye.